Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another nerdy episode, another nerd talk show where we talk nerd. Please excuse me for starting a little late tonight, guys. I was a little exhausted, had a long day working the grid.
The grid.
Yeah, I was working Tron today. And I love it.
Shit, I screwed up. Okay.
I kept all I did all day was just sit there and there on my thing, taunting the other users going into the grid, and it was awesome.
A new digital frontier.
Exactly. No, that's a different land altogether. So I'm here with Jablonskio and Jan.
That's me.
Direct from Yanville.
Yeah.
Yandu.
That's where I am.
Yandu.
Yeah.
And Jablonski.
Mount Yondu.
But not that Yandu. Can you excuse me for one quick moment, guys? Holding stream, pause.
Okay.
What day is it? What is today?
Sunday.
God, thank God. I was late to work.
Please excuse me. Excuse me. Stepmom woke up thinking she was late for work. Anyway, tonight we got a big show tonight here. Sorry, trying to keep myself awake. Tonight we have a trailer for Sonic 3. We also got a trailer. We also got stuff to talk about with the recent Nintendo Direct with the Indie and Partner Showcase. Cruiser and Jablon. Excuse me. Cruiser and Jan talk about their experience at Everfree Northwest. And Jablonski goes insane as he plays Duel Monsters.
Yeah.
Yes. Dig
I already
Boy.
misplayed on my first turn, so I know how this match is going to go.
Dig Boy. He says the grid, a digital frontier. It's not a new digital frontier, it's the digital frontier. Is that how the line went?
I could pull up the song right now.
Not to be confused with your version.
No, that version's the best version. The Mr. Beast version's great.
Yes, if you don't know, last time we had a stream, Jan told me that he had a version of the first version of the grid, except you replaced it with like Mr. Beast.
Dig Boy in chat is actually one of the reasons that was made. Like he's one of my team guys, and it was him, myself, and another friend on the team. We were all sitting there. We made that joke, and I just opened up OpenMPT and made it on the spot.
Wow, he hates on me, and Mr. Beast is in Tron. That's just perfect. Oh man,
Hates me.
He hates on me, Mario. But like one of those funny things that's interesting is that like is just like, yeah, it was a crazy thing though. The game I'm waiting for Higgins to come down and try out the ride because it's really good. I mean, Jan, excuse me.
You're good.
Still getting used to it, buddy, I promise you.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Again, I don't particularly use it publicly, but I don't really. It doesn't hurt.
He's the guy with the Trix yogurt mane.
Silly pony tricks are for kids.
It's funny because Jablonski sent me a message here saying that apparently that there's going to be a full fused universe with the G4 and G5 series.
Not
Perhaps.
exactly.
Perhaps.
It's possible.
I mean, won't both like series already like in the same universe?
Yes, but I think they're talking about the possibility that there's something. I heard about this. I was reading up on it.
I think Joey O, the guy who made Pony Meets World, he actually is doing a similar series.
Gotcha. But they said it's like, oh, here's a thing that they were talking about with like this Ponyverse thing, and that may or may not happen.
Exactly. You gotta go there with you gotta go there and get a ponified version of Miles Morales.
God.
You gotta give me a pony name for Miles Morales. It better be a good horse pun. You got until the end of the stream there, Jan. With that being said,
If you want me to talk during the stream, or do you want me to look up a name for Miles Morales pony?
no, did I say? Did I say? No,
'Cause
I mean, I mean, I
if
didn't
I'm
mean
gonna
to.
come up with a good pun, I'm gonna spend time on it.
Okay, but did I say you? I meant to say Jablonski. He's the comic guy.
Okay.
You're irresponsible when it comes to puns. With that said, let's go on our first trail for our segment tonight, the trailer park. I usually have an image out here tonight, everybody. I promise you, it's a little bit more. I should probably tell you what happened, why the stream started a little late. I had a long day on the grid. I fell asleep. I woke up and I'm like, oh crap, I got to be on air in like 3 minutes, so I had to like put everything there. The moment I come on Jablonski shoots on, he's like, where the fuck were you?
I get in here and he looks completely disheveled.
Me?
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes, you. You looked completely. You did a good job of cleaning yourself up in like 2 seconds.
Definitely. Doesn't hurt that I gotta get up early the next morning just to be with my girlfriend. Anyway, we had a big trailer this weekend of something that's been madly anticipated. It feels like just yesterday that the excuse me, just want to make sure my mic's coming in. Yeah, it's coming in okay. So feels like yesterday when the first Sonic trailer was released, it was like 5 years ago.
It's crazy.
Yep. From when we saw that abomination of a design and then we fixed it and then we went to this.
Yeah, they got Tyson Hess on board and he fixed that thing right up.
Exactly. They got the fans and everything. It was amazing stuff there. It's kind of funny. I haven't seen the first Sonic movie in like ages. I can't remember shit about what happens.
I think last time I watched it was like either earlier this year, or sometime last year again.
Oh yeah.
I think it might have been earlier this year because like it might have been. We had a friend who like, oh yeah, no, I never, the movies never really spoke to me. I never watched them, and I'm like, okay, we're just gonna watch them. Do you want to watch them tomorrow? And he's like, sure, I guess. We watched them.
And you thought it was and it was really good.
I don't remember what he said. I think he's okay with it.
So for this one, this is the CinemaCon trailer. So Sonic, Tails, and Canucks must unite with Dr. Eggman to defeat a new enemy, Shadow the Hedgehog. Yes, according to my his Shadow in the movie, he's the result of he's part of a project called Project Shadow. It's been a while since I played Sonic Adventure 2, or Shadow the Hedgehog. Was that the situation with him in the game? I know what he was made for. He was made by Black Doom and Jerry, who so I know his name is Gerald Robotnik. I like to call him Jerry.
Yeah.
So Jerry and
Jerry Botnick.
Jerry Bot. Jerry's
Yeah,
butt.
Jerry Bot.
Jerry's butt.
That's what they called him when he was like really young. He's Jerry's Bot.
Yeah,
Jerry
butt. Yeah, Jerry Bot. Jerry's bot. They create the ultimate life form for the full purpose of destroying a meteor and shit like that. But like, I don't remember it being called Project Shadow.
Yeah, it was always called
yeah, I
Project
believe
Shadow.
that Project Shadow was part of that.
That was in the games.
I believe so.
I know he's like in a secret government facility on a weird pillar thing. I don't know what that was when you were in Sonic Adventure 2 and fucking Doc Egg has unleashes him. There's like pillar rise from there. I'm like, is Shadow standing on there the entire time or what? But yeah, so what is happening is Shadow is growing up. The dish with Maria.
Yeah.
Like that was something in the games. Like he was made to help cure a disease that Maria had or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when the fuck was that ever mentioned in the games? I thought Maria was just a girl who lived on the Ark.
And she got shotted.
Yeah, I know.
I have the most people are only going to go see the movie just to see a child get murked.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
I've been picturing it like just going into the theater, Maria gets shot, and the entire like crowd just erupts into like a huge applause, like yeah, the kid's dead.
oh my god! But no, Maria's death is
So-
actually kind of tragedy. Like I remember in the comic books,
It really is.
they show her getting shot behind in the comic book, and when she's shot, there's like a big sound effect that when it hits her, it says Zorch.
God,
It's so
that's some
Well,
Chex Quest shit.
But
bad. I forgot
so
about
I
that.
have. So I've had a bit of a running theory on this thing with Gerald coming back.
Yeah, that was weird. Like at the end, I'm like, how is he back? I'm fucking. It doesn't make
Part
any...
of me, it's like part of me thinks is that it's Black Doom just fucking with Eggman just to get to work with him.
Oh my
I don't think
god.
he's real. I don't think he's real. I think he's a hallucination.
That's what I'm kind of thinking too.
Possibly.
I see no way unless like we're involving like some either already like way out there shit or some time travel bullshit
If
that
Black Doom and his
you know
fucking
that Jerry Bot Boy's alive.
if friggin' Black Doom and his goddamn anus face comes up, I'm gonna bust a nut in that theater, honestly.
That would be
Nut.
I need you to record that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so
Oh, I'm
Shadow.
dead.
But yeah, can we just take a moment? So yeah, Shadow wakes up, he's beaming all over the place, chaos control, jada jada, yada yada. It's crazy. I mean, Supersonic was in the last one, wasn't he?
Yes,
Like, so we're gonna get Supersonic back with Super Shadow?
probably.
I hope so.
I hope we get some.
We're getting the orchestrated version of Live and Learn. I think it's gonna happen.
Oh,
I hope
please
we get
do.
BioLizard.
Yeah, I know. No, all I have to do now is just fit the Bio Lizard and the Space Colony arc in there. Also, I'm
Yes.
assuming, like in the trailer, he gets Eggman to work with him by giving him the quill. So
Yep.
I am to assume we're gonna see Metal Sonic soon.
I'm assuming so. Either by the end of this movie, or by the end, or by the next one.
Yep, if we don't get Metal Sonic, we get the other one. What was the name of the other one? It was Mecha Sonic?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck that. Nobody gives a shit about Mecha Sonic.
that's not true. You're gonna get crucified for saying that one.
Mecha Sonic's the worst, isn't he? Compared to Metal Sonic, he's like man, let's just face it, Metal Sonic's better.
I know I don't keep my camera on, but I'm giving you like a really big, like highly raised eyebrow.
I'm not showing you right now, but I have a very raised eyebrow.
No, you don't.
Shame
Eyebrow.
on you, good sir.
I have a
Shame on
highly
you.
raised dick.
Pinky.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't want to show his face. He just we don't want to see his highly raised dick, honestly. So like one of the things that
Yeah,
was
I've got a lot of
can
merch
we just
everywhere.
can we just take a moment and say that can we just take a moment to talk about Keanu Reeves' shadow voice?
I like the way he sounds.
I don't
I
like
like it.
I don't like it.
I like him.
I
I think you're a hater.
maybe. I mean like I honestly I mean Knuckles had his voice change, so I can't complain on that. I mean, whenever I
Okay.
see Knuckles on screen, I'm like, this guy's reminding. I know, no, Idris Elba wasn't playing Drax the Destroyer, but he's giving me Drax vibes.
Hmm.
Yeah, but Shadow,
Which
I'm
kind
like,
of sounds about right for Knuckles.
I'm shit. When I heard Shadow speak, I'm like, you guys sure you don't want Hayden Christensen to play this role? I mean, the guy hasn't done anything else in pop culture. Can you give him like a second thing, please? Please, please, please.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
There's also
I mean,
one
I'm
thing,
fine with it either way.
but yeah, there's one thing I didn't really like. I mean, I'll have to see more. There's one thing I didn't really like about the trailer, and it's like one of those abridged movies trailers
Yeah.
where it's clearly shown. You could basically tell a story through the trailer from start to finish. And fucking Jerry Butt is there.
Yeah, Jerry Bot Boy.
Yeah, he's played by Jim Carrey, who's now a fat Eggman all of a sudden.
Yay, we got Fat Eggman.
Exactly. Yep. I guess we gotta give him the proper nickname then. The Big Dog. I'm so happy you got that reference. They do, oh my god, they do look like eggs. Oh man. So yeah, what do you think? Jan himself, I'm actually really interested to hear what you think about it.
I mean, I'm excited to see it. I hope they don't fuck it up. You know, obviously, I really liked Sonic 2. That is one of the movies. I think that is the movie I've gone back to see in theaters the most amount of times. So I really loved that movie. I saw it like 5 times in the first week. I saw it early. um, and so I'm definitely like, I really hope they don't fuck this one up. I won't say specifics, but I know that there were some leaks, and I did indulge in them. And I think there are a lot of parts of this movie that will be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably like them more than I saw them as storyboards. Um, I just hope everything else surrounding it is just as good. The
Oh
stuff that I
yeah.
don't know about. And the way the movie looks, like visually, I'm digging the way that it looks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh,
Like
I'm just I'm curious to see what they're gonna swap out and change from like actual Sonic lore and all that. The Sonic movie and like maybe some of the other stuff. Like that's really all I pay attention to with Sonic anymore. I don't.
oh yeah, definitely.
Everything else is too tiring for me.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you're the Sonic boy.
No,
You're the
I'm not.
Sonic boy
Not
playing
anymore.
his Sonic toys. Yeah, like I don't know, like I like the chaos control abilities he has in the trailer so far, as well as his rocket boots look fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's always my thing with Shadow. I like his rocket shoes. Because
Oh, and also I should also mention that for like the past 5 days on Twitter for me, the Flames of Disaster has been trending.
what?
Just the clip of Wade Whipple in the Knuckles show going the Flames of Disaster. Everyone, it's been trending for 5 days. It hasn't stopped. I want it to go away.
Have you tried
How about
ignoring
how
it?
about Hat with that fucking Hot Topic one and a blue gumball son of a bitch?
The Knuckles show sucked. I want it to go away.
With that being said, let's move on to our next thing for the night. We had a
Yeah.
Nintendo Direct this week.
Yeah.
We had a Nintendo Direct this week.
I said
Yep.
yes.
We have a Nintendo Direct this week.
Yeah.
First half was mid. Second half was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually
I
kind of
didn't watch it.
interesting. Like it's the Indian Partner Showcase. So,
And the indie showcase was the first one.
yep. Oh, by the way, I want to point you all my attention to my hat of my OC, by the way.
He's got a horse hat.
I've got a hat of a horse and with a hat.
Hat of a horse with a hat.
It's a me. Evan.
He hates a me.
All that set up for nothing.
The funny thing is that she got a matching shirt to watch it. I mean to wear with it. she got me a shirt to watch the hat.
Good.
Oh,
Excuse
that'll
me.
come in handy.
Anyway,
I didn't watch the direct. Like I saw the stuff afterwards, but those things are too early for me over here. Like those things happen at like 6, 7 a.m. and I'm still asleep
oh yikes, sorry to hear.
because I work really really late into the night. Like last night I was up until almost 4.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling because I was like, I've been working like 10-hour shifts lately.
Yeah, I get up at like 9 and work till like 2 or 3
Oh,
usually.
he's working, everybody. Jan is
I'm
working. I
working.
got a job. This is fun.
I'm not making enough money off
Oh
my job.
yeah. Hold on, I want to check something real quick online. I want to see if he's back yet.
I need people to commission me.
Exactly.
That was a forfeit.
Hold on, I want to check something real quick before you talk about the direct.
So yes, people, what you saw right there is shenanigans that my deck
Exactly.
can do.
Oh yeah, there was something that recently happened. Have anybody noticed that the guy who made Code Ment just disappeared?
What is that?
You know, Code Ment, that abridged series
No.
by Purpleized WTF.
Nope.
He
No
made
clue.
he did Code Geass abridged. He was famous for the at soup. I'm at soup gag.
Oh. No, I mean, I know him now. That's more familiar, but I mean, that's all I know him for.
Yeah, he like disappeared off the internet for some reason.
Crazy.
We don't know what
Wonder why.
happened, but yeah, he was so upset. Like, dude, my fucking hero, come on. But like, anyway,
Yeah, it is weird.
why is it when I looked him up, I got the screaming Pikachu glitch?
I don't know.
I don't know either. The internet's broken. So, let's talk about this direct. Well, like I said, since it's the Indian part or showcase, I'm just gonna glance over it, just because we don't usually get a lot of stuff from it. So let's talk about some of the, like some of the stuff that looked pretty good was Pizza Towers coming to Switch, which was actually kind of surprised about considering what's a successor of.
Not even that. I was more surprised that the fact, like, back when Pizza Tower came out last year,
Yeah.
I've been watching that game for years, so I got that. I paid a lot of attention to that stuff. McPig, the developer, was being asked like, "Oh, are you going to put this on Switch? You should put this on Switch." And he's like, "I have no desire to put this on Switch. If you want to play it portably, get a Steam Deck."
Huh. What the fuck's
So
a
when I
Steam
hear,
Deck?
so when I hear that it came out, I'm like, "Oh, interesting. It's out on Switch."
Yeah.
I didn't think that was actually going to happen. Not only that, but like, I'm assuming since we're already talking about Pizza Tower for
Yeah.
Switch, we can talk about the physical version.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm so glad that is not being done through limited run.
Yeah, man.
I fucking hate limited run.
happy.
They take way too long, and their materials are cheap.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I remember I waited almost 2 years for my Scott Pilgrim vinyl to get here.
Oh, the vinyl record.
Yes, it took them almost 2 years to get me a record.
Whoa, man! I got my physical copy of Scott Pilgrim when it came out, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I got the like big KO edition with like the cool stuff in it. I
cool,
got
man.
that thing. That took them like a year and a half to get it here
That's
for
crazy.
some reason. And the same they took forever to get both. What Sigil here took them forever to get Quake 1 and 2 here,
I
and
know,
at
like
that point I was like,
Dig
I'm
Boy.
done.
Dig Boy said it best. Limited run sucks. I hate it. It takes for
They suck.
fucking ever. I know they deliver, but like it takes forever to get your shit.
Also, that stuff they're doing with the stuff they're doing with like CD releases recently, where it's like they're just using like regular CDRs or something.
Yeah.
And it's cheap, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I hate those guys. I wish that they would either die or restructure.
Surprisingly enough, in the indie showcase, there was actually one stupid one that actually looked okay. And that was that skin for Power Wash Simulator.
Oh, Shrek.
Motherfucking Shrek.
I'm looking
You
forward to that.
you got a clean Shrek swamp, possibly the last thing you'd expect to be cleaned. I know, it's a real stupid thing there, but it's like,
I think he would get mad at me if I tried to clean his swamp.
yeah. It's like, what are you doing to my swamp?
Yeah, you go. He's gonna say he'd go. What are you doing in my swamp? Stop cleaning it. I'd like it this way.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm like,
Stop.
I'm making it clean Shrek. I mean, come on. Oh, good. There's Cruiser's here. All right, hold on. I gotta get
Hey,
this thing.
return from Seattle.
Yep.
Welcome back.
We're talking about the recent
From
direct.
here.
We're talking about the recent direct, and more specifically that new Power Wash Simulator where we can get a Shrek skin and clean out his freaking swamp. The last place you'd expect it to be clean.
Who's streaming?
Who's streaming?
Me.
We're
Yeah,
streaming, you dingus.
It says watch stream on the computer.
No, you're not gonna watch the stream. The only stream you're watching is me, and that's what matters.
So then who's playing the card game?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Life is a card game, Cruiser.
Yeah.
Wise word.
Yeah, lots
I
of cards.
guess.
It's the best words.
It's the only words that matter.
It's the words that matter. Oh crap! I forgot. I gotta get like.
And in
Uh,
case anyone was wondering, still no word from the airport. So
no, we're gonna get to your dilemma later. Where were we? Oh yeah, Nintendo indie stream. So yeah, one other thing that was really cool was this one stupid date simulator game. That is
Oh, the date everything.
I love that concept. Cruiser, you got to hear this. So there's a new game
Okay.
coming out. It's called Date Everything, where you're in a house and everything, and you literally date everything. The appliances, the appliances, the furniture, even the text box you can date.
You can even date the game.
You can date
That's
the
awesome,
game.
actually.
I love that. I'm like, oh my god, that is so fucking clever.
I feel like that one Ninja Sex Party song.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And then we 69.
I look deep into your vacuums. Oh my god, it's only funny because like
the
I want.
soundtrack game.
It's only funny because I want to know. I mean, who hasn't wanted to like deal with that? I want to know what my ceiling fan looks like with boobs.
Don't ever say that.
Dude, okay, dude, there are such things as ceiling titties.
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Yes, a
No,
little
no.
pattern
Hold on,
you
hold
see,
on, hold
like,
on, hold on, no.
right on the
Stop,
roof that's
stop,
on
stop,
over the fan.
stop the presses here. Hey, Cruiser, what did you just say?
Yeah, it's kind of like if you ever see like like you look at your fan and you notice that some fans actually have that little paint pattern under it on the ceiling.
I don't
Those are
think.
fan titties.
I don't think Cruiser. Exactly. I mean, come on. You
Look at
want
this
like the
hand.
coffee table. You want to. There's a character in there called Shelf San, I think. You can date your shelf.
Oh my god. Now I don't know why I'm being reminded of the new Hell of a Boss short.
But yeah, like you can just date everything. It's just what you can do. You can if it exists, you can date it. You can date the house. You can date the water. You can date. It's like friggin' Pee Wee's Playhouse. If it was like it was like made only if it was like Moemon. Pee Wee's Moe Playhouse.
Oh my god,
Pee
just
Wee's
bring it
Moe
back to
Playhouse.
Moemon. Jesus, I haven't thought about that thing in ages.
It's so funny. Oh my god, I might get that just for the shits and giggles. Anyway, but yeah, like a lot with the indie thing. There was another thing. We got another thing with Shovel of Hope coming out for Shovel Knight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I still have barely played Shovel Knight.
Me
I have
too.
a friend who I need to like ask about this. I don't remember what his thoughts on it were. If Dig Boy's still in chat, I don't know if you heard him talk about it at all because you know who I'm talking about. I don't know if you know what his thoughts are.
What the Shovel Knight thing?
The Shovel Knight thing.
Shovel Knight thing. Jake Boy, what do you
Yeah,
think of the Shovel Knight thing? Bro
well,
loves
I
Shovel
don't know.
Knight. He
Yeah,
says,
no, we have a friend who loves Shovel Knight, and I don't know what his thoughts are. You know exactly which one, Dig Boy. You know who.
definitely.
Actually, I can just talk about him. Evan, you've met him.
I have.
You met him at MegaCon. My friend Dash.
I don't know if I'm. It's been a while.
I don't know.
huh?
You probably won't like remember him, but you definitely met him.
Oh really?
Yeah, he loves Shovel Knight.
Everybody loves Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's awesome. Anyway, so that was like a lot with the indie stuff. It wasn't really interesting out, but let's talk about the partner showcase. The first game they showed,
Partner Showcase was so good.
Tetris Forever, which celebrating the 40th anniversary of the game, is a compilation of Tetris, including from Tetris 2 to the Famicom version to Battle Guide. There's also a new version called Tetris Time Warp, where you jump from all different game styles throughout the gameplay. So it's kind of like Tetris Effect.
It
Really
won't
good
hold a
stuff.
candle to Tetris Effect,
Yep.
though. Unfortunately, so, like, there's just that's just the best one to me. I love that game
Tetris
so
Effect?
much. Tetris Effect is so good.
Oh yeah, I've
It
been
is.
meaning to play it. I heard it's really damn good with the visual
I got
style.
it back at launch. It's so good.
Wait, so you got the VR version?
No,
Oh.
I played it on PS4 back at launch.
Yeah.
That was a game where it's like I had to wait for it to come out, and I turned off all of my lights. I put on headphones, plugged in my controller, and I just sat there and beat the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like Tetris Effect is an experience. I know it's just Tetris, but what they do to you in the game is like perfect. It's kind of like playing
The
flat.
music is so good. It's because I love Luminous, so like
Yeah.
of course I had to play it because it's the same guy.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, love that.
The other thing that that came up to me was apparently there's a Patrick Star game coming out
Oh yeah.
where you're just Patrick and you just do stuff. I have no intent to play this, but I just had to talk about it. You play as Patrick Star, and you just do stuff around Bikini Bottom.
So
I don't see how that's a
it's
bad
Minecraft.
thing. It's actually kind of fun.
No, you don't build shit. You run around friggin' Bikini Bottom and just do Patrick shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like Minecraft.
I don't get it.
It's
I
a
love
silly
doing
thing.
I love doing Patrick shit in Minecraft.
Patrick Star. Should be the game. Patrick Star.
Why are you guys talking about Patrick's shit?
I don't know.
Have you
Fucking nasties.
shit?
It was good, and then he
That's a
became.
tough
Well, we have to see what led to Patrick becoming the president. So yeah. If you've seen that one episode of Smiling Friends,
Mm.
President Pinhead.
And there's my children in the corner.
Like there's like a, but I don't know much about it. But they literally have a level called Mrs. Puff's Rage Room. I'm pretty sure that gets my attention enough.
Yeah.
Oh man! So we also got the games coming out in Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which will be including Capcom versus SNK Millennium Fight 2000 Pro, Capcom versus SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium 2001. We got Project Justice, Capcom Fighting Evolution, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, Plasma Sword Nightmare of Hillstein, Power Stone. Excuse me. Power
Doing all right?
Stone, Power Stone 2, and yeah, that was pretty much it. There's also Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics coming September 12th. Pre-order start. Physical release in November 22nd. I'm guessing that made Jablonski nut.
Is this a tough fight?
Oh, that's plenty bad. Thank you.
What?
She brought me banana pudding.
Oh, your girlfriend bought you banana pudding. Banana is like one of those very few words that you can't say and not sound like a little kid. You know, it's like saying apple
Just like
juice.
all-
It's like saying you want apple juice.
baloney.
You can't say it formally.
Oh, we got 2 giant things of apple juice in the garage. I should get one of those.
Put 'em, like in containers for like my snack for work.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Castlevania Dominus Collection, which is 3 games from the DS, including Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, Order of Elysia. There's also the Haunted Castle arcade game. I don't know much about that game. What do you guys know about that game, Haunted Castle?
Nothing.
Me neither.
I know 0 about it.
Me neither. FNAF Help Wanted 2.
Appy juice.
That's coming out.
Big boy wanted me to say appy juice, so I had to say appy juice for him.
Happy Juice. FNAF.
Funny enough, I actually made apple tea.
Nice. What else is coming out here? FNAF Help Wanted 2, as well as Security Breach DLC that will be coming this holiday. Poor FNAF, I wish I loved you. I will say I'll give Living Tombstone credit for releasing an orchestral version of his famous FNAF theme.
What's actually really cool
What?
is the newest FNAF game. FNAF game is actually legit.
Oh yeah, I heard it's good. That's the one where you're walking around the place with Freddy protecting you or something.
No, it's based off of the first book.
Ah, nice. I kind of lost it
With
out
the
on
time
that.
traveling ball pit.
Breaking news.
Hold on a second. What was that? Stand by. Breaking news. I'm gonna be putting the stream on now. What you got, Cruiser?
According to the gamer, Takaya Amara, sorry for butchering that, a lead artist who worked with Nintendo for 32 years, thinks a Star Fox movie is likely and eager to work on one.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a game waiting to happen.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get dinner real quick.
I would love a. That would be awesome. A Star Fox movie?
I
Now-
will be right
now-
back though for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
How
One,
would you want
two.
this something like this to be made? Are we talking animation, live action, or are we talking like maybe something like there was Sonic, where it's live actors, but there's like that little fuzzy thingy that's walking around?
Animation.
Animation. If anything, I'd like to see Illumination take on that thing like what they did with the Mario movie.
Mhm.
I would love to see what Andros looks like that. It's like you got Andros. He's played by Martin Scorsese. Star Fox is in his walks up in his R wing and Andros is there and shouts, "Video game movies aren't cinema." Why
You
not?
say video. Thank God too, because Adam Sandler almost destroyed video game movies.
Yes, he did. This is another
Yeah, forget Uwe Boll. Adam Sandler was the enemy there.
yet another reason why I hate Adam Sandler. Thank you. God, my rants on Adam Sandler. That's a night something for another night there. Okay. If a Star Fox movie happens, I hope they lean into that old timey space. Oh, that would be pretty cool. You get like an old
What?
timey space drama they did way back in the first game.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool. Give it like a dated feel.
Should it be in 3D?
Well, Star Fox 64 was released in 3D, and that was awesome. Yeah, sorry, Phoenix Nexus. Look, if you like him, fine. I don't like Adam Sandler. Not Adam Sadler and Adam Sandler.
Don't feel too bad, kid. I mean, this is a guy who still praises Disney.
Shut up, Cruiser. Cruiser, you've gone so many Adam Sandler rants. It's not even funny for me.
I gave him credit when it was due. That's the difference.
Oh yeah, look, I
What?
do. Okay, like in reality, I do give Adam Sandler credit. I think he's talented. I think he is. I just don't like his movies. That's all.
100% Fresh was actually funny, and
Oh
he
yeah.
released
Oh
a
no.
new
I
stand.
oh yeah. I agree. I thought it was great. Like I said, I think the guy has mad talent. I just don't like his humor in his movies.
Still wondering how he came across Uncut Gems. Like, I haven't seen the movie, but everyone tells me it's good and it's not even a comedy.
I mean, I
Like-
loved Click. I liked Click. It made me cry at the end.
I think it did for a lot of people because I think my sister did as well.
Yeah, that was a good movie. That was a good movie. Happy Gilmore, I loved. Billy Madison, I loved.
Oh, you
This is
yeah.
wrong, bitch.
No, pretty much those are the only three I liked. Clicked, Madison, and Gilmore.
I might get some flack for this. I think actually Little Nicky is probably one of his best
I
movies.
can't get into Little Nicky, man.
For me, that's a guilty pleasure, just because I love all the metal references.
Only you. But anyway, let's go on here. So, this is another game that was released during the partner one here. When I heard this, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But, you know, it's nuts. It's like crazy. Actually, wait. I want to wait till Higgins comes back. He said he'd be 2 seconds. It's been like 1 minute. So there you go.
Shame on that man for shame.
Speaking of Disney, there's another game that they still put out there being released. That's everybody is getting hyped up for. Surprisingly, Epic Mickey Rebrushed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Epic Mickey
Mickey
Rebrushed.
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I'm still excited for.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
I had to tell Cruiser the
Mouse.
story about the thinner Mickey incident.
Mhm.
So
It's got face up,
Higgins,
jackass.
Cruiser. Let me rephrase. If you don't remember what I told you about the thinner Mickey incident, there was in the original Epic Mickey game where you use like a paintbrush and thinner, right?
Yeah.
You paint things and then the thinner goes away. They were gonna do a feature where if Mickey uses too much thinner, he was gonna turn into this like bizarro, like maniacal, like evil looking version of Mickey called Thinner Mickey, and everybody was actually saying, "Geez, Disney's actually doing that to Mickey. Holy shit!" And then they showed a picture of what he looks like, and then when everybody saw it, they're like, "Okay, maybe this wasn't a good idea after all." They're like,
So it's like right up there with giving Shadow a gun.
No. It's
Giving
like
Shadow a gun is awesome.
no. At least with Shadow having a gun and he was edgy. But then when you see Mickey and what he looked like, I thought it looked awesome. But when everybody saw it, they're like, okay, maybe we shouldn't make Mickey Mouse look like that. That might be a little bit. I think you might want to tone it back a little bit. It was like one of those times when Mickey's like image became so popular. They're like, oh, okay, maybe we don't want to see Mickey go that crazy. Come on. It was actually kind of astounding, but yeah, I thought it looked awesome.
I love when they do like crazy edgy shit.
Yeah.
I eat that up so much.
But it
It's
was
so
like,
good.
dude, it's like, dude, maybe we shouldn't make
Tasty.
it. It's like, okay, maybe we should tone it back down a little bit. Maybe we should like Mickey doesn't need to be that edgy. I mean, you could have just we were expecting you to like make him his colors like muted or something, but like not like that. Come on, guys. Apparently the idea was scrapped because they just didn't know how to do it and they didn't and the response was like nuts. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Epic Mickey Re-Rushed. Lego Horizon Adventures look pretty good.
I just play I played the original game, so
was it good?
I'm good on that. It's good. I'm kind of partial to the second one a little bit,
Oh yeah.
but they're both solid games.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there was another one that was released that I saw. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And that was um the My Sims Cozy Bundle.
Yeah, that thing that I did hear about.
When I saw that, I'm like, you've gotta be kidding me. I didn't hate My Sims, but I didn't like it either. Let me put it this way. You're gonna open up the game, and then you're not gonna start playing for like 5 minutes upon starting it up. Because those those fucking load times were annoying.
I mean, that's might be something that might be good being brought into the modern age.
Oh yeah, I hope they fix it. They're obviously gonna fix it there. I mean, I like the building system, how you can easily customize anything. I thought that was really cool. Like, I have to build myself a house. Cool. I stacked 2 cubes on top of each other and put a roof on it. I live in I now live in the outhouse from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh my god.
Cheap.
What was that?
Rent must be cheap.
It's a cute game. The Avatar creator was pretty good. There's some stuff. I might try it. Right? I might if I get a physical
I
release. I
can
might
never
get.
get into the Sims.
If I get,
you just don't. Sorry, go ahead.
no, what were you saying?
You just don't really do anything in The Sims.
The thing
You're
is,
gonna watch people interact. It's
that's
like a virtual land farm.
Yeah, like The Sims. The thing is with The Sims is I can't get into it, but at the same time when I watch it, I'm like I can see people liking this, but like I don't. But I do.
It's kind of like from what you're saying, it sounds like it's one of those games where it's fun to watch other people play, like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Not really, but because My Sims did stuff that was a little different. This one you control a Sims character, like your own little Sims character, you interact with people, and you use like the like emotions you get. You can like customize your own furniture too. It's actually not too bad. Maybe I might get my Sims Cozy Bundle. I want to get it for my sister. You have to. It does like with the Sims, you're watching shit, but in My Sims, you are controlling shit. It's like My Sims is like The Sims, only there's no nudity.
So where's the fun?
Honestly, when it comes to anything like sim related or Sims related, just talking about like the Sim series as a whole, my heart still belongs to SimCity 2000.
Oh yeah, I heard SimCity 2000 is pretty good.
I love that game.
I mean, like I remember the only thing when I think about The Sims is Varg Skeltor's like playthrough of it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And that's lastly, the only other game that got my attention was they're bringing Goat Simulator 3 on the Switch.
There's 3 of those things?
Yeah.
No. I think
What's
I don't think there is a 2.
Am I gonna look? I just want my only thing about that is, dude, can I go in there and fucking hit and murder dead? And can I go in there?
They skipped Goat Simulator 2.
Dude, I'm just looking at him like, cool. This mean I can go? This mean I can technically have a game where I can murder dead mouse? If you don't know, Cruiser, there's a secret level where if you go on top of this building, you go to like an EDM party and Deadmau5 is hosting it. And if you kill him, you can get his hat or his friggin' mouse head.
Mhm.
I'm like, I would love to freaking kick that asshole's ass.
Why do you hate Deadmau5? I thought you were a fan.
Oh no, I am a fan. I like Deadmau5. I just realize in real life he is a great a prick. I know that.
Oh yeah, he's a dick. He's a dickhead.
I love him. I love his dickheadish moves. Like there was this one I told Cruiser about this one thing he did. He was backstage at a festival and Nicky Romero was being interviewed. And the news crew's talking to him, and as he's being interviewed, he sees him, shouts to the top of his lungs, "Fuck you, Nicky Romero!" And like it's caught on camera. I mean, he laughed it off. It was great, great. I want to go to a Brony convention and see Brawny Buck being interviewed, and I'm gonna do that next time I see him. Just get my fuck you,
Yeah.
Brawny Buck. Oh my god, I love that guy. I do like the stuff he's doing with Rez. Which I think is really cool. You ever listen to Rez Higgins?
Huh?
Jan, you ever hear of the artist Rez?
You put it here.
I think so.
She's like
I'm also getting messages at the same time.
she's often described as like Deadmau5's apprentice.
Yeah.
She's known for like having low tempo dubstep like. She has her sound can be easily described as horrifyingly hypnotic. I think
All right.
Cruiser, I showed you Rez, right?
A long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah, and you thought she was okay. Yeah, she's been touring around with Deadmau5 recently. Actually, I'm happy for her. She's engaged apparently. Some other what? What are you looking up?
Do you have like a? I'm just gonna send this to you in DMs. My friend Dig Boy in chat just he said, "Hey, you remember like that one like Mickey Mouse gif with the anime impact frames, right?" He just sent me this thing.
Let me see. Let me see.
I DM'd it to you. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
You gotta put it in the ads chat. Can you put it into the ads chat above this voice chat?
yeah, I'll do that.
Let me see if I can get you guys a shot of what I'm looking at here.
What is so funny?
Look at the
I put
ads
it in Ant's chat.
The GIF?
Yes. All the anime impact frames.
What I'm looking at is a guy punching a. I don't know why it's so funny. It's just so.
I love the Conqueror's hockey on it.
I want to see if I can download it. Hold on, let me see if I can quickly like. Oh my god! Right next to friggin' Varg Skeletor trying to sing like Nickelback. It's just right there. I can't look at this without laughing. I accidentally saved it to my photos. It's so funny. I can't. I don't know why it's making me laugh so hard. It's just so funny. Oh my god, if I continue this, I'm gonna friggin' throw up. Okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna search my whole laptop to it. Sorry, guys. So like, yeah, that was the direct. What would you say until we get the announcements of the Switch 2? Would you say like Oh my god. Jan, why?
Blame Dig Boy. He's the one who sent it to me.
Dig boy, fuck you. Anyway, hold on, Phoenix. I'm working on. Okay, fine. I'll show. Phoenix wants to see it. So, essentially, it was like it's complicated to explain. This is what I was greeted with the moment Higgins sent me that message. Here we go, right here. Now they could. Oh my god.
What is this footage from?
I don't
Big
know,
boy,
but
what's
I
this
love
from?
it.
What's the footage from?
Who cares? I don't think it's the internet, dude.
Oh wait, he's not even in here anymore. He left. I just looked at the chat. He left.
Oh. Boo.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up if I keep that up. You know what? I can't take it. We gotta go to the next you know what? We'll be right back. Cruiser, can you do Hooked on Harmonics, please?
Sure, why not?
Before I fucking fart my soul out, thank you. We'll be right back with Hooked on Harmonics, people. Oh, I feel like I am gonna throw up.
What's going on, nation? This is the Concert Cruiser, and seeing how I got back from Everfree Northwest, yeah, pretty cool con, we're gonna look at a con artist. Anyway, so we are going to take a look at My Little Romance. Yes, there is actually a Brony-inspired My Chemical Romance tribute act now, and this was actually pretty cool to see. They actually did play live there. They and they consider themselves to be a tribute act. They actually went up there and wore the kind of suits they wore in the Black Parade. Yeah, that's how you do it. And basically, this album of theirs, takes takes the songs from the Black Parade. In this case, the Parade of Friendship, as it's called, and just gave it like an MLP twist to it. For example, the one thing that I showed Jablonski is the song "Hippogriffs," which was based off their song "Teenagers," which the main lyrics of that song are "Teenagers scare the living shit out of me." Well, in this, it's "Hippogriffs scare the living shit out of me." And lo and behold, it's also the only My Little Pony related album I've seen to come with a parental advisory label. Yeah, there is the Black Parade song on here. However, I don't think that's an actual MLP inspired song. I think it's actually more of just a straight up cover, which the vocals were done by Prince Whatever. Uh, good singer, but he can obviously not hit the same range as the singer from My Chemical Romance. But needless to say, though, if you like emo music, you grew up with with MCR, and you happen to be a fan of My Little Pony, definitely check out My Little Romance. You can hear the album right now on Spotify. It's under the same name, and you know what? Just start with the first one, work your way down, as you do with all the others. So this has been a Constant Cruiser for Hooked on Harmonics.
We're talking about Beatallica, Cruiser. I'm excited for us to finally go see Beat.
Yes,
I'm excited for
your
Beat.
your father has really been hyping this up to us.
Yep, and we've been listening to King Crimson, and they've been good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'm
It'll be
excited.
my first time seeing Steve Vai and Joe Satriani as well.
I already warned my dad, like, be warned, Cruiser's probably going to try and get autographs. He's like, I don't know if they're doing it, but if he finds a way, good luck.
Cruiser's gonna try to get autographs. No way.
Fucker.
So, like, I don't think I told you this, Jan. In 2022, I went to go see Kraftwerk with Bruce.
That's awesome, actually.
I
That
got
rules.
to see, yeah, I got to see Kraftwerk live, right?
Kraftwerk and Bruce. That both rule.
Kraftwerk and Bruce, man. Kraft and Bruce. Bruce with some Kraft dinner. First of all, Kraftwerk 3D was an experience. It was amazing. Um, but I was hoping I was gonna get like Ralph Uder's autograph, but they weren't signing. So the next day, I'm at the I'm at this group called, what was the name of the group, Cruiser? It's Rack. The
Rat?
the autograph collecting group. They call
Oh,
it Rack. Yeah.
yeah.
So I learned like, yo, does anybody have any Kraftwerk autographs? And I knew they were gonna be goddamn expensive, but yeah, apparently someone was in the Orlando show and like, yeah, we snuck in the back. We had like this group in the back and they were out there. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You had to do
What
that
do I
method.
tell? Evan never listens to me.
You never made any suggestions on it.
You
Keep in
never
mind,
asked
Cruiser.
me.
Keep in mind, Cruiser. This was before you did the thing with the hotel at
For
for
Ramstein.
Rammstein.
Yeah, that's Ramstein.
There's a running gag where any noise you make is basically a Rammstein song.
Yeah, because they'll actually put like sound effects of like factories and machines in their music.
Love it.
And, so we just make a joke. Hey, that's Ramstein.
Yeah, it's like hey
Lovely
hey
industrial
ASMR
noise.
Rammstein. God, that was the year of when everybody. I'm like, all we needed was Jablonski to go see and one, and then we're all set.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I hope they come back before friggin' Ralph dies. Would love to see them perform one more time. This time I gotta take Cruiser, and I would have to take Cruiser next time because he has to see what their music is like. Like the moment I showed Kraftwerk to Bruce, he's like, okay, now I fucking get it. That was fucking awesome. Anyway, but yeah, last weekend, Jan and Cruiser went to Everfree Northeast.
You went to the Everfree Forest. It was awesome.
Yeah, we certainly had a blast, and luckily Jan was able to pick me up from the airport. You were actually a little bit nervous because you never, I guess, been to the airport before.
No, I've been to the airport. I never picked someone up from the airport.
He's
Like you
never
were the
met you.
first person I've ever picked up from the airport.
I don't even think he's even met you before Cruiser.
Oh, we
I
have.
have.
Yeah, we met at MegaCon.
We met at Mecca. I'm pretty sure we met before that as well.
So like when he picked you up, uh, Cruiser sent me a video.
No, I remember.
I am.
Yeah,
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna after this stream's over, I'm gonna post that as a short on the MBT 4K YouTube page. Just I'm gonna
yeah,
caption
basically,
Cruiser sent me this.
yeah. He picked me up. I recorded a video where I have the phone facing towards Jan, and I go, "Cookies, and that's what I did at my panel too. When I did my panel with Silver Quill talking about the positives of the previous generations, I made sure that Jan was there because I wanted to give him credit for Mystery Brony Theater as well. And had him stand up. He took a bow, and
No. Tell
I
me what
went,
happened exactly. Like, what did
I
you have
went.
him
You took my
do?
job.
What did you have him do exactly? Just like,
stand up and take a bow.
I got up, looked around the room, and they started pointing at him. I'm like, he took my job. He did it. He stole it.
Yeah. And so I get to the hotel, and it's a very lovely venue, by the way, beautiful. Kind of reminds me of the NBC Suites that we held the gala in, and right into Silver Quill, and told him what's been going on, not just with me, with Brawny as well. And I even recorded a little video of him because when BabsCon canceled me, uh, Silver was the only one who reached out to me and wanted my side of the story. So I recorded a little video saying like, "Mom, this is him. This is the guy." And yes, Silver said, I know the internet can make snap judgments and tend to twist things. That's why I ask questions. That's the one thing people forgot to do." And to my mother, he's a hero because yeah, he's right. People forgot to ask questions or for clarification on things. So so it's day one. I go to the opening ceremonies now, and the first thing I actually did was get autograph vouchers. Yeah, as you can tell, autographs are my thing, and I have been waiting 8 years to meet Andrew Francis because Britt McKillop, who plays Princess Cadence, she's makes appearances at cons all the time. Not as frequent as say Nicole Oliver, but definitely up there. But ever since I got a shout out from him, thanks to Will, I've been requesting him at cons ever since. And cons would always make that post, who do you want to see at next year's event? Who do you want to see? And I always put down Andrew Francis, and no con ever got him. And then suddenly at this past year, Everfree Northwest asked that question: who do you want to see at Everfree Northwest? I said, for the past 8 years, I have been requesting Andrew Francis, and no con ever got him. Why would you start listening to me now? And one guy did reply. He was on con staff, and he said, well, we had Andrew Francis years ago, so maybe it's time to get him back. And lo and behold, they did. So I, not only did I pack, my Shining Armor Funko figure, but I also got like a few other Shining Armor toys for him to sign. And so I made sure like I, had not just for him, but also for Nicole Oliver. I brought my MLP video game for uh AJ Bridal to sign, who's the voice of Pip Petals. So I was looking forward to this. It's time for the autographs to start, and I'm like first in line for Andrew Francis.
Literally, we were the first two in line.
Hmm. And yeah, he says hello to me. He sees this giant stack of toys, four of them all together, and I show him the shout out because I tweeted at him a few times. And he goes, I remember this. And I tell him, dude, ever since I got this from you, I have been requesting you at cons for 8 years, and no one ever got you until Everfree Northwest, said, who do you want to see? And I told him the same story I told you guys, and he couldn't believe it. This one guy who's been asking to see him for 8 years, and this con gets him. And so when he signed, the picture, the card, he wrote to Cruizer, let's meet up again soon. 8 years is too long. And he signs all my toys, which I guess he didn't even know existed, at least some of them. And then, we strike up a little conversation, and he asks me, so where are you from? Oh, I'm from Florida. Really? Well, I got friends down there. Oh, yeah? Where about? Stewart. That's where I'm from. I am from Stewart, Florida. I could not believe it. Like, are you
I
kidding
didn't
me?
know you were from Stuart Little, Florida. Oh my god.
And, yeah, it turns out that he and some friends did a movie, and they relocated down here to my neck of the woods. Go figure. And he was also still interested in appearing on Brony Debates to discuss entrepreneurialism. And he even gave me a different email address to contact him at, so hopefully we'll see him then.
Maybe even on ants.
Yeah, definitely. I then go over to Nicole Oliver, who was just kind of rushing me along, which, yeah, her line was not even the longest. If anything, Rebecca Choichette had the longest line. And I don't know why. It kind of bothered me. It's like, hey, it's day one of the con, lady. Come on. Like, at least, let me say hello.
I mean, Nicole Oliver was like, she never rubbed me the right way, honestly.
Well, I mean, like, she she was good to me at the gala, and she was also good to me the first time I went to Everfree Northwest. Maybe a bad day. I don't know. But one that was also very happy to be there was AJ Bridal, like I said, who was the voice of Pip Petals. And like she was just a total dear, giving her full blown attention to every guest who came to her. And I asked her, I said, well, welcome to the herd. How's the fandom been treating you? And luckily, the fans been treating her very well. I'm glad no one's been, you know, blasting up her Twitter or sending her inappropriate fan art, as far as I'm aware. But she's definitely been enjoying the Brony fandom, so excellent. And
We
I
haven't
had
messed
her
up
sign
yet. We haven't messed up yet.
Yeah.
and I had her sign a card as well as my video game. And I was hoping to get the other MLP game in time for her to sign, but I didn't have
I'm
time.
sorry,
for
whenever
it.
you bring up that, I'm assuming you mean that Switch game?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jan, there's a famous photo. Me, Kuma, and Jablonski went to go get lightsabers at Galaxy's Edge.
Mhm.
And we're showing it off, them off on screen, like holding it to the camera, kind of like this. And,
Like a Smiling Friends character.
what?
Like a Smiling Friends character pointing at the screen.
No, it's like we're showing it off, right? We're showing off the hilts.
Yeah, kind of like
I'm looking at your camera.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just gonna
him, like
imagine
how
whenever
he's
a
doing
Smiling
it.
Friends character, like,
So
point it, yeah.
me, Jablonski, and Kumar are showing off our hilts, and he's showing off his MLP Switch game. Send it to you while he's talking. You'll know Cruiser. You know he'll see it because you'll hear him laugh out loud hysterically.
And then the one guest that actually surprised me was when I got in line for Rebecca, because she actually recognized me.
Sure,
She goes,
chat.
"Hey, I know you. How have you been? What's going on?" Like, are you kidding me? Like, she remembers me? Cool.
It's like she goes over. She's like, "Yeah, I know you. You were the guy that was canceled on." Right. Just kidding. Sorry. Go ahead.
And I tell her, what I've been doing. I tell her how I'm working full time at my hospital now, and that I've been working with a personal trainer, trying to get my health in order. She goes like, "Oh yeah, you actually do look a little buff," and I go, "Yeah, I noticed." Got her a bit of a chuckle. I'm like, it's kind of weird when you feel that bulge growing and you kind of lose mobility in your arms. And told her about my book project, which again she thought was actually rather intriguing. The fact that it's about
I sent him the picture. I'm sorry.
international adoption, but it's told through the lens of a young adult fantasy story, and she is really looking forward to reading it. So that was wicked cool. I'm like, whoa, like Sunset Shimmer remembers me.
That's
Fucking
pretty
Flash.
badass.
Nice, man. Nice, man. By the way,
That's badass.
people, if you want to know, this is the photo I was referring to, Cruiser. I apologize if I'm like sidetracking your story, but yeah, this is the photo we were talking about, everybody. It's glorious. Sorry about that, man. I'm glad she remembered you. Really did. Really am.
Yeah, so
That's
then I
badass.
head over into the vendors hall, and I met Andy Price, who I didn't exactly have a best encounter with him. Not at the con, but on social media. Not to get too political here, but when Kamala became the nominee, he goes, Bo Kamala, uh, you know, all other Kamala fans, and I said, fan of hers, but hey, I'm still a fan of yours. And he replies to me with this gif of a monkey saying, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." So I tweeted at him a picture of him and I together saying, just trying to show some civility, dude. That, despite our differences, I'm still a fan. I don't think of you any differently. And he just said, "I don't care." So, fuck Andy Price. Anyway, I go over to another one of the comic artists, Tony Fleece. And surprisingly, he goes, "Hey, I remember you." I'm like, "Really?" like, because it's not like I try to stand out to these people. It's not like I'm in a cosplay or something. It's not like we had a ton of interaction on Twitter, but wow, didn't expect that twice at one con. Uh, and told them the same thing I told Rebecca. But he was curious to know more about my book, so I actually went into detail about what happens in the story, some of the scenes, how many books I have in mind, and he was impressed because I actually gave this some real thought. I didn't just throw something together, and he even gave me notes on it. I'm like, wow, this guy like actually took interest in my story. Like that's very flattering. And he also had, if you ever seen comic artists at cons, they always have like stacks of their artwork. And normally they like to keep it nice and organized, but Tony, he just had this little makeshift table next to him, and they were just scared about like the DVD dump bin you see at Walmart. And I'm like, and like, whoa, I can see how much you care about this kind of stuff, Tony. And so what did I do? I went through it and I actually just stacked it all. And he goes, "No, leave it the way it was. Now people can't see the other pictures." Like, really? Yes. And he starts to like rescatter them across the table. And it's like, yes, this is what we call organized chaos.
Been
Sounds
there,
about
done
right.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
been there, done
And I
that.
told him that I used to work at Walmart and we'd had to organize that dump bin. He's like, "Oh, I see. Is that little tick still on you?" It is. Yeah. uh, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, so there was also a couple of other comic artists that were announced like very last minute. Because had I known about this, I would have brought some more comics with me to get signed. Uh, and I actually might as well get some of the at least the prints here that I got.
Slight spoiler alert. I like to call these prints the survivors. We'll get to that. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that unfortunate later because Higgins doesn't know.
Because who doesn't know?
You'll see. I mean, Jan.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that in years.
That's how you're gonna remember now.
You know what? Hold on. I got one for you. I'll just go to your nickname. Call you. There we go.
You hear that, everyone? He's calling me. There we go.
Say it. Hey, Jan,
Say
can I
what?
get Jan?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, normally I don't really indulge in fan art just because that's not the version of the character that I fell in love with. But occasionally I will find an exception, like this of Daybreaker. And in case you're wondering what it says, you could really use some sun. And now that we
Poof.
know that Tabitha St. Germain is coming next year, I want to get the Nightmare Moon version of this to have her sign.
Do you have it?
No, because she wasn't announced. What?
No. I mean the print.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
cool.
have it because
All right, cool.
yeah. This for anybody who grew up in the '90s, this might seem familiar to you.
Jablonski.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Animorphs.
Yeah.
It's
And because it's about books, I had Rebecca write in these pages you'll last forever. Like from her song.
oh my god. I like the Scholastic logo at the bottom.
Yeah, the fact that she's the element of empathy, which I thought was
It's perfect.
extremely fitting.
Is that like her official
Yeah.
title?
No, that's basically just how the fans kind of.
She is also an empath.
Now
No,
this,
that's the person who does the voice of Miss Biz for us.
Now this I actually thought was pretty cool. As you know, cons will always have those custom-made cards for them to sign. Well, turns out what Everfree Northwest does is that they'll actually put them all together to make them one poster, one collage, and this is what they had.
Oh my god, shining armor.
Mm-hmm. Your father.
What?
You said the shining armor looks distressingly like your dad when we first saw him in uh uh the Friendship Games movie.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
It might have been because of his head shape. Yeah, he does. He might look distractingly like my dad. I don't remember saying that actually.
That reminds me. I'm gonna have to watch that movie again on Tuesday. One of my friends finally got through season 5 last night, so
Well,
we get to watch that.
And here's the other thing too. That now I originally bought this poster and then I brought it through the line for them all to sign. But it wasn't until they all signed it that I realized that the poster was damaged. So I went to the con store. They were able to replace it, but they weren't sure about the signatures. I'm like, oh no, you're gonna replace them, okay? Because you still sold me a broken product here before knowing that I got it signed. And luckily, luckily all the people there agreed to re-sign it. So thank you so much, guys. Now, as far as what Evan has been hinting at this
yes.
whole time,
Higgins doesn't know. I mean, Jan doesn't know about it. Sorry.
okay. Now here's the thing. I paid for a carry-on and I put it in that cool Ice Nine Kills duffel bag that I got of all the toys I brought with me to get signed. And it was small. Oh, I almost forgot. I also got that Luna scroll.
Nice.
Yeah. Is I put it all in this duffel bag. Now, my duffel bag was small enough to fit in the overhead compartments. And it was even lighter than what most other people had. But as soon as I get on the plane, I'm told, nope, you can't take that on there. Why not? It's small enough. Like, nope, you can't take it. And I had to change a plane once, and they had to do this on the first plane, and everything went fine. Thinking, okay, well, it went fine the first time, perhaps the second. And so, yeah, I finally land back in Orlando. my bag comes out, and I'm wondering, hey, where's the other one? Where's my other bag? I start getting nervous here. I go to the baggage claim area, and I see it in this plastic bag. Like, okay, phew, there it is. Yeah, that's mine. The guy picks it up, and I notice that there's something wrong here. He opens it up, and everything in the bag is destroyed.
Oh,
This thing either got run over or got stuck in a conveyor belt, and I am devastated.
Yes, I am gonna be.
I waited.
Cruiser, sorry to interrupt you. I am gonna be showing a photo of this, of the carnage.
Fine, go ahead.
There you go.
Like like that My Little Pony game. Yeah, this is what it looks like now.
oh,
Hold
Yeah.
on. Show it again. Show it again real quick. Oh my gosh.
oh my God! What horse shit?
Yeah,
Pun intended.
it's way worse.
Yeah.
Over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what the airport did to my things.
What the fuck, man?
Goddamn plane.
Jablonski and
Oh,
Higgins,
yeah,
I need
let's
you to
have-
stay after the stream. I need to talk to you in private.
Let's go
All right,
ahead and do
can't be too long though.
show and tell. This is the result of my duffel bag.
Oh my God! What the fuck did they do to it?
Okay, now let's take a look. See, now I bought myself a little Canterlot Canterlot Castle play set here. Figured it'd be look nice, and that's what happened to it.
Didn't you have that like for like years, dude?
No, I did not.
Oh, I thought you had that for
Brand
years.
new.
Oh, dude, I would be so unbelievably pissed off. I'm already pissed off for you, and I know you're already pissed off.
See, this is what happened with one of the Shining Armor toys. At least the box. Oh,
Holy
geez, oh, look at that.
Did the autographs at least survive? The signatures survive?
Oh man, look what happened to Shining.
Oh my
Jesus
God!
Christ!
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I even got one of the Celestia glitter variants, and look what happened to her.
Oh, she's like burnt. She's been like ground.
And here's the Shining Armor
Oh.
glitter variant. Yeah. I was so upset. I was cursing at these people. I was in tears. They said, hey, there's children here. I didn't care. Because you know what? For me, for a lot of collectors, selling this stuff is kind of like a second job. Matter of fact, I just sold a Night of the Living Dead poster that had the late great George Romero's signature on it, as well as a few zombies. I got $300 for that thing. I sold a Jason Voorhees autograph of the second Jason, the one who claims he's the real one and is tragically no longer with us. $150. Now those are fine; those are being sold. But this, goddammit! So I got pissed. I was fucking pissed. And when I filed that claim, I said, you know what? I want $5,000. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. My friends were telling me to aim low. I said no, or have low expectations. They said. I said no, because you know what? A lot of these toys, they're discontinued. That bag is not going to be remade again. Okay, I literally contacted the band. I said, no, I'm sorry what happened, but we don't plan on making that thing again for the foreseeable future. At least that kind.
Let the record show the conspirator is not
And-
mad at Einstein kills. He just mad at the people that did it. Oh yeah, did you hear anything from
Yeah.
them, man?
From who?
The airline.
The airport? Not yet. Not yet. And because the other thing too is that this shit is signed. Okay, it goes up exponentially when it's signed like this. And like I said, these are discontinued toys. And some kind of made it, but the box is still damaged. And if you know anything about collectors, they even want the box in pristine condition. And I waited 8 years to meet one of those guys. And I gotta see if he's, not only do I have to get them replaced, but now I gotta deal with the headache of trying to get them re-signed. And keep in mind, these people live in Vancouver, which means I gotta pay for international shipping there and international shipping back. unless these guys are willing to contact every single one of these voice actors, tell them what they did, and set this whole thing up so they can re-sign them. Which everyone tells me no, they won't. Okay, so then you know what? You gotta pay up. If I got now, I gotta deal with this. You guys owe me.
Guys, is this gonna be like a continuing story we're gonna have on Ants here just to see the updates on this? What was the name of the airlines?
Oh, like
American Airlines.
American.
So I would recommend everyone out there do not don't
I
fly.
don't.
I have
I
never
no
had a good
plans to.
experience with American Airlines,
I
dude.
already had no plans to. I usually fly Delta.
Cruiser, where are you? How long are you gonna? Do you have them?
Well, I filed the claim just a couple of days ago. I'm waiting to hear back. Well, no, it was like maybe a week ago. We'll see what happens.
Give them a certain amount of time, dude. I'm glad. If they don't respond, are you gonna throw a lawsuit? Or would you rather not say on stream if you don't want to say on stream?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
Well, dude, I'm just gonna say up front here. You can use this as a. You can use this episode as backup evidence because you've been showing off the damage and everything if you'd like.
Please, yeah. Because you know what? I actually did tweet a photo to them saying, "Look what you guys did," and they said, "We're so sorry. Please contact
Oh
back at
yeah,
the
the usual corporate.
yeah,
PR
the
speak.
corporate, the corporate bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is fine. Okay, I get it. You don't want this, to spread, and that's the other thing too. Like I actually, posted this and added, both the con and all four guests. And now I didn't hear anything back, but it's the con had just finished. Of course not. It's been a week, but
Dude,
I'm gonna give it a bit more time,
Dude,
and I am going to. You've been interrupting me enough, dude.
Please excuse me.
I know it's something personal, but you're gonna let me finish this time.
Yeah, of course.
I am going to at least reach out to Andrew Francis to see if he can re-sign these for me because Nicole Oliver, she actually is coming back next year for just one day. So I can take care of that. AJ Bridal, you know, sending, getting the sleeve replaced is easy enough, and sending it back and forth pretty easy because it's just very flat here. But the toys, yeah, I am fucking pissed off with this
I would be too.
because yeah, for one, I love that I love this character. Meeting Andrew was a real trip. Uh, and my bag was big enough for the overhead. There was no reason to take it. So
There really
yeah.
isn't because why? Okay, so uh, when I went to Florida last year, I was one of those sneaky shits that would pack it so tight that it would fit for the overhang, and they couldn't say shit. And well, your situation is completely different. They still let me get through, even when it was like a little bulky.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't really care for the most part. My suggestion for next time is maybe look into having them shipped.
Yeah, that's something that I was told, and that is definitely a possibility. Another one is getting one of those suitcases that are like crush proof. Definitely
Yeah.
an idea.
Yeah.
Something to look into because I do plan on going to another PonyCon next year because despite all this, the con was still a lot of fun because you get older, priorities change, the fandom is no longer in its golden years, but going to a con will remind you why you were a fan. But man, when I got home, that was gone. So I'm hoping some of these people are willing to help me. Uh, I'll see if the con can somehow help me. Like not with like getting them to Nicole, but just rather, if she when she does come back, like let me be the first to go through and just get these re-signed. Maybe they'll cut me some slack and not charge me for them. But I am just so fucking angry.
I'm just glad your dad's backing you up, man.
Yeah, my dad is definitely helping me with this, and so is my friend Billy Mitchell. They're
Nice, man.
both familiar with the law, and they told me that if they just offer you some voucher,
Don't take it.
yeah, don't take it. You say, no, you guys damaged my property. That property were collector's items. Even the bag was. You let me speak to your supervisor. You guys are going to compensate me for this. And the other thing too with autographs is that they're not like baseball cards where there's a catalog that shows you, how much they're worth. It all varies. I mean, if say Nicole Oliver were to die tomorrow, that signature would go right up because not gonna be around anymore.
Yeah.
Or if say with this new announcement from Hasbro saying that they might be doing this joint Pony universe and Pony becomes back on top, it's gonna be worth a lot more. But I was so angry.
I'm angry for you.
I'm angry for you too, man. I'm really sorry about all that.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I apologize for the side note. I apologize for the for interrupting you all the stream. I'm just trying to get. I'm on your side.
I know, but like that was like the fifth time you did it though.
Yeah, sorry. Please excuse me. That was just mainly on connection interference. Please excuse me. No, yeah, I'd say like you might want to get yourself. I was gonna recommend getting like a crush-proof like bag for autographs.
Now a lot of people can say, well, you can say the signature and like make it part of some collage. This is true. I understand that, but this is still unacceptable.
I still want to know like what actually happened to it. Like
the only conclusion I can come to is that it probably got stuck in a conveyor belt.
Yeah, it looks like it was like ground and like burned and melted against something.
What
Yeah.
And they just like quickly shoved it back in the bag and said, that's good, call it a day.
Yeah, unless they
Just
like
with completely no remorse, no self-awareness, no responsibility.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Really does, man.
Yeah, like when I filed my claim, not only did I show them the damages, but I showed them like how much these things were going for, unsigned. Like a Shining Armor one on glitter variant on eBay is selling for $150. The Celestia like maybe $180. You add their signature on top of that, it goes up exponentially higher, especially when you have photographic evidence of the authenticity.
You ever thought of doing that for your autographs?
What?
Actually going through every single like, excuse me. Some of your autographs are more like, or all or some of them, and like keeping like a note log about how much they're going for. Like the
Not
lowest,
really,
from
because
like
they
those.
all change. They all change.
Well, yeah, that's the point. You'd be updating it constantly.
Why would I want to do that?
It's to help it's to help keep track of which autographs are going high and which are going low. Apparently, a lot of autographs collectors do that, from what I've heard. They like to take like one time of the year where they go through like a good majority of their collection, be it all at like a certain
right
amount, and just seeing.
That sounds
Well,
like
right now, obviously horror ones are in vogue because Halloween's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So I mean that's probably one of the reasons why those two horror signatures I had sold very quickly and for that price.
Yeah.
Granted, the fact that they're dead helps, but still.
Yeah, sorry, man. Do you need a few moments?
No, I'm not. I'm at least hope the signatures that kind of made it. Yeah, I'll definitely cut them out. I mean, heck, for the cards that have that are made out to me, I already plan to at some point because I as much as I enjoy collecting this, you do run out of real estate. That happens, and two, you can't take the stuff with you when you die. So at some point, I probably will kind of go through with an X-Acto knife and like carefully cut out the signature, maybe the image, and like make some sort of a art piece with them. But fuck you, American Airlines.
Fuck you, American Airlines.
Fuck American Airlines, man.
Yeah, fuck them.
That's actually a challenge you should do, Cruizer, right there with collages. I thought this idea of doing their like, I was actually gonna test you on this. So you get a lot of autographs all the time in person.
Correct.
So what if you did that? Like you have like you get like a piece of poster board, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the object is to fill that poster board with as many autographs as you can get that year. Just make like a whole fucking collage.
Probably not wise because, yeah, if I remember on Pawn Stars, someone actually brought in this what was called an autograph time capsule quilt. Basically, some woman would mail like a piece of fabric to some celebrity of some sort.
Hmm.
They would sign it with a pen, she'd get it back, and stitch it together, and made this very big, massive quilt.
That sounds pretty cool.
And it's cool. However, you can't really sell it because there's a lot of people who will pay for an autograph of, say, like some baseball player that's on there. You're not going to find a whole lot of people who are going to pay a lot of money for every other person who's on that quilt. So it's an idea that sounds cool in concept, but if you're trying to make money, not going to happen,
Hmm.
or at least very unlikely.
Oh yeah, I wasn't
I mean,
intending it
what
to be sold. Like it would be just be a fun like side quest for you for a personal collection. It's kind of like when you
well,
had
like I
that.
said, I mean,
Sorry, go on.
go ahead.
I said it was kind of like on the same idea as like remember that one idea I pitched you that you actually really liked where we would go to like one of the parks and you just get like it and you'd like just collect autographs from all the characters just for like a personal like deal. It's like not worth anything, just fun.
I don't remember that,
Yeah, I pitched it to you.
but
You thought that's a fucking funny, awesome idea.
I no, because like I said, at some point, like I am gonna die. I can't take it with me to the grave. I mean, uh, so it's a nice sentiment, but practicality, I'm not entirely sure.
I promise you, if you die, I will have some way of burying you with your autograph collection. I promise you that.
You'll become the most expensive corpse in that cemetery.
I have to wonder if Kiss have ever signed that Kiss casket for fans.
It's like you open the
You could be buried with their signature.
it's like you open the coffin and there's just a note in there saying it says, I was cremated with my whole collection. Now I am the autographs.
There's a note that says I owe you.
I owe you one corpse.
It's like you don't even turn to dust when you die, you just turn into money.
No. I got a better idea.
Oh, so we're in a video game now?
Cruizer,
Sweet.
I actually have a better idea. You get your last time request is you cremate your autographs, right? You're buried.
Mm-hmm.
You're buried. You say I was buried with my autographs. So what the thing is that someone digs you up to get your stash, right? You're holding a note and saying,
Mm-hmm.
I requested to be buried with my autographs. What do you think the soil that covered me was made of? You're like, and they're like, oh fuck, he cremated his collection and was literally buried with it. Just imagine that idea.
But going back to what I was talking about, how collectors even want the boxes in pristine condition, let me show you a little bit about the signatures that kinda made it, or the toys that kinda made it.
It's
Let me
Cruiser's
grab
autograph
these.
of the week.
Autographs of the week, apparently.
Jan,
Okay.
you don't know the half of Cruiser's autograph collection.
No, I don't.
This isn't even
but I can imagine.
dude.
I mean, some of it's right behind me. It's not that hard to.
I wouldn't be
to
surprised if there
imagine.
was some on his ceiling right now. There's some
Let's
on
see
your
here,
ceiling
like-
right now.
Mine is pales in
Nice.
comparison to his. I got a good amount of autographs.
The glance.
Okay, like this seems to have made it, but yeah, look at that.
Oh,
That's not. They're not gonna like. Collectors are not gonna like that.
nope.
I mean, something like this, just put some adhesive on there. The top like this, a little
Yeah,
hard to
not as
sell.
much.
Or like this Celestia one. Looks pretty cool,
Ugh.
except for right up there at the top.
Is that
even
Toys R Us?
that they will. Yeah.
Oh,
this was
fuck
exclusive.
them!
Yeah. Let's see here. The other one that I had.
You know, on one hand, I shouldn't even be
Okay.
surprised because Toys R Us packaging is actually kind of shit.
Is this. Now, this actually looks pretty good, all things considered. But it's underneath, that's the problem.
Ooh.
But, yeah, some adhesive could possibly work. Some glue. And another thing, too, was one of the things that I purchased at the con was this. Yeah, this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It was sealed, but now that, because of what happened, yeah.
Oh, my heart. My
So,
heart.
yeah.
Dude, I don't
So
even.
I am going to be fighting them tooth and nail with this.
I don't even.
Anyway,
Look, Cruiser. I'm not even gonna be. I'm gonna be honest here. This is so tragic. I don't even feel like doing a Final Five right now. I'm dead serious. Like this is just too tragic.
Does this mean I can talk a bit about Everfree Northwest?
Sure, go ahead.
You got 10 minutes.
Oh, oh my God. So, wow. It's been 8 years since I last went to a pony convention. Um, and it's so weird going to this and see like it. I know that the fandom is different now than it was, but there's a lot there that's still just like I for the first time in the 7 years I've lived in Washington, I felt at home. And like it was very nice to see. I definitely will be going back. I want to go to more. I want to go to other pony conventions. I want to do that. I don't know if I'll be able to do some of them. Um, Mainly, I was thinking about what was it like that one in Texas.
HarmonyCon.
Yeah, yeah, that one. I was thinking about
I
that
keep
one, but
trying to get these.
that one's right around the same time as MagFest, and I was gonna go to that early this year, and I got appendicitis, so I didn't. Literally the day before my flight. Regardless, Everfree Northwest, I saw like besides seeing
Whoa, what the
Cruiser,
fuck?
I ooh
Sorry,
I
sorry.
shut off the game.
Yeah, I know you kind of messed up the.
uh regardless of all that stuff, I saw a lot of familiar faces, people I haven't seen in forever. I got to reminisce over some other things that I haven't been able to talk to anyone about in years because I haven't seen any of them. Like one of the artists there, I'm like, oh my god, you're still doing this. Like I remember finally looking at the vendor list and seeing that you're still here. I like you were doing this back when I was still in high school. Like you've been at this for forever. Um and like I was able to talk about like, hey, yeah, no, I remember like PhillyCon as well in Philadelphia, and that thing was terrible. Um
Yeah, there's some things we don't talk about.
yeah, that thing was but it was nice because like this person we like was like, oh yeah, I was also betting there. I'm like, okay, so oh my god, you get it. You understand my pain. That thing was awful. Uh but it's nice. It was really nice. I went on there and I don't know if I was able to portray it. Cruiser's really the only one who could probably say if I was or not, but like I was walking around this place and I felt like I had a constant smile on my face. Like I just every like all of my stress was gone, and I like I missed that a lot. I'm very grateful that I still have the opportunity to do something like that.
So essentially, you remember why you were a brony.
Yeah, I mean, I was already remembering that. Like watching the show again, I'm like, I missed this. I needed this. And hopefully this time around, regardless of wherever Pony goes, I'll probably be around for a good long while.
I think
Much
Ozzy.
probably, hopefully longer than last time. Which, granted, last time it wasn't a short amount of time. That was 5-6 years of my life before. Um, but hopefully, here's to another at minimum 5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I
Whatever.
got a lot of fun merch, and I met Rebecca Soysha, and I think I was a little anxious about that. It's been so long since I've done something like that. It reminded me of eons ago at Anime Festival Orlando. I think it was that where I
Oh
met
my god.
where I met Tara Strong in a very hot hallway, and I was like shaking because I was like this little like 13-year-old boy. I'm like, "Hi, can you sign this coloring book that my friend gave me as a joke?" I still
I
have
tell
it.
myself, I keep telling myself, I'll only go to HarmonyCon if a slew of my friends go. Joey O, I haven't really been keeping in touch with. I consider him more of an acquaintance.
Like Joey
Thoth,
O.
I talk with Thoth on a semi-regular basis.
I reached out to him while I was at the con because
Yeah.
I know that Evan probably remembers and has mentioned on stream before the apology that I sent him.
Vaguely,
I,
but
I, I felt like I needed to do that, and I reached out to him, and it was nice. I'm not going to go into detail about the whole thing because I don't think there's really the place to do
Yeah.
that.
yeah, of course.
But like I was sitting in the middle of the vendor hall, and he finally replied a few days later, which is fine. People
Yeah.
have lives. And he was saying all these nice things, and I felt like I was going to cry in the corner of Everfree Northwest. I'm like, oh my god, I don't deserve this,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's so nice to. I felt a lot of emotions that weekend,
Yeah.
and I wish I was still there.
That's actually when you were talking about how nervous you were with Tara Strong, or like nervous to ask anybody for there. That's actually a video for Cruiser to do. Dude,
It
go
just
for it.
cracked me.
There you go. There you go, Cruiser. There's a video for you.
What?
Yeah, how to get over that feeling when you're getting an autograph, like like you're nervous to ask him something or like something like that. Just give him a coach through.
Simple. I smack him.
Sign it.
As like I got out of that feeling pretty quickly when I was meeting more I guess guests and whatnot and
Yeah.
voice actors and people of note for the show. I'll never forget. I still haven't forgotten the one Grand Brony Gala where Daniel Ingram was there. And like we
Oh
walked into
yeah.
the ballroom and he just walked right up to me and shook my hand and I'm like, what? Like I didn't even like react to him. I just did it and I'm just like, what just happened? And I sat at the same table with John Delancey. And I looked back at them like, what the fuck was I doing? How did I play that so cool?
Cruiser, like,
That was just a real experience for
like
me that I
Jan,
actually got to.
Jan, what can I say to you except you're welcome?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
thank you.
if you weren't a
Thank
Mystery
you.
Brony Theater, you wouldn't be there.
It wouldn't have happened if I didn't do that.
Funny enough,
I am grateful. I am very grateful for that.
funny enough, Cruiser, you're still working for Daniel, aren't you?
Yeah. Sometime he was talking about this month to to catalog the latest songs that he's done.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew that Jan Cruiser does work with Daniel Ingram.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
That's-
That's awesome.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Shaw.
But yeah, no, I think back to that and I'm like, how did I play that so cool? Because obviously, the person who played Cathode was there.
Oh yeah, freaking what's her Johnny? I don't know.
They were there, and I just remembered the like almost tears because Discord's their favorite character, and just like I was 2 seats away, they were right next to him.
Oh my god.
And I look over and like this individual next to me is like sitting there like almost like in a fetal position in the chair, like trying not to freak out. And I'm just like, I want to give you a hug so bad. You are such a terrified thing. I get it, but
That was actually the year. I know that year. I know you didn't go to the dinner show, and then when you saw the reprise the next day, you're like, "Fuck, I should have went."
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut your story short a little bit there, but
That's
yeah,
fine.
that's the thing there. So that's our show for the night, everybody. Next week we'll be covering the recent golf tournament in the middle of that's coming to Orlando. There's no tournament coming to Orlando. That's all I thought I could think about saying. I've been watching a lot of YouTube.
But there might be. Maybe one will happen. We have an entire week to find out.
Dude, I'm not gonna talk about golf.
Yet.
We don't talk
Yeah.
we have a rule here, Jan. The only sport we're allowed to talk about on this, we don't talk about sports on ants unless it involves a broomstick, a little golden ball, and 2 lethal.
Okay, well, it has a ball in it, so like maybe
It's not a golden ball.
yet. I'll stop interrupting you now.
Oh, yep. No, you won't. You never will. You can deny it. Bye.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell on earth.